What's going on, BPTV fam? It's me once again, Ant, and to my left, this dapper young gentleman over here is the NightsHero, aka Dre, aka Hipster God of Planet Earth, and so on and so on.
I have many superlatives.
That he does. So today we're coming at you with a not so special, but pretty special video here. We're doing our E3 awards.
It's pretty special. I'm wearing a tie.
It's pretty special. He's definitely wearing a tie. I decided to come dressed down today because, you know, why not?
This is how you show up to the award show?
This is exactly how I show up to the award show. I ain't getting no award. Anyway, we're going to be doing this in a top 10 fashion, starting in descending order from number 10. We at BPTV, we came up with a way to quantify what were the best games from E3 this year, 2018. We had similar lists, but for the most part, they were all different. But we added it all together. All the metrics came together, and this is the definitive top 10 for E3 2018. Number 10. So, coming in at number 10 is Cyberpunk 2077. Now, Cyberpunk 2077 is an amazing looking game. It debuted actually originally back in 2012, and this we've got nothing from it up until recently actually. I actually remember the first trailer that debuted for it. It looked amazing, and the trailer that they played here, it didn't look anything like that, but the game still looks great. It comes from the same studio that did The Witcher, so I expect a very expansive game, a lot of heavy themes, you know, great graphics and beautiful lighting and stuff like that. So
if there's one thing the studio knows how to do, it's how to create a role-playing game. Like you said, The Witcher 3 was an outstanding game. It was like probably one of the best role-playing games ever, even up to this point, even competition for Skyrim. But yeah, it's Cyberpunk, excuse me, one of the best things you could say about it, other than the fact that, hey, it's going to be one of the most innovative role-playing games that comes out, is how they debuted it at the Microsoft studio. We really thought it was over, and people were really hyped to see things about Cyberpunk, and then the whole screen just went crazy. And then they debuted Cyberpunk and showed us the trailer and showed us the gameplay, and it got you hyped for it. A big thing about E3 is presentation, and this is, as far as how Microsoft debuted any of their games, the presentation was excellent with this, how they debuted this one.
Absolutely. So with that, we're going to numero 8.
9.
I can't count.
Number 9 was Super Smash Brothers. The Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, I believe this one's called.
Absolutely.
Tons of new characters coming into this one. We're getting, who are we getting?
We're getting all the characters from all the other Smash games. So they're bringing back Snake. You're getting Lucario back for all you Lucario guys. I hate you. Right. We're getting some new characters. The Ink. I forgot it was something Ink, but they look pretty cool. They have boy and girl versions of all the not all of the characters, but most of the characters. There's a girl Pikachu now. There's the Ink.
Boy and girl Pokemon trainer.
Yeah,
boy and girl, of course, Wii Fit trainer.
Right.
Everybody, like you said, boy and girl, everybody. We're getting a ton of new characters. It will be too deep. Maybe we'll have a separate video where we'll go a little bit deeper into all the characters we're going to get for Super Smash Brothers. We're getting new items in the game. One of the items I'm least excited to play with is the fake. What's it? The Smash icon.
Yeah, the fake Smash ball.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not only are they changing this a lot of the Smash moves for a lot of the characters. To make them more streamlined. They say they want to get right back to the action. They're adding the element of the fake Smash Ball. So what looks like it happened in the demonstration they showed was whoever breaks a Smash Ball initiates a giant explosion. Everyone goes flying. So yeah, that's definitely not going to be fun. The first time that happens, everybody's just going to be mad.
I'm going to be pissed the first time that I think I'm about to get a Super Smash, and instead I die.
Instead, everyone dies. So there's that. You might still get the kills.
I don't want to get the kills. I want my smash.
I want to do something cool on the screen.
Like I pick my character. I want my smash. Like
you're right. You're right. This is going to be a lot of trophy items as well. So a lot of the characters that are in the game are actually trophy item characters, and they said that most of them will be destructible. So you'll be able to survive them. No more invincible trophies. So that's also a nice addition.
If you're like me and you really have been tentative about purchasing a Nintendo Switch because, like, well, I mean, they got Zelda, but that's really it. Mm-hmm. This is the game
this
now.
Is going to
make
be
you
it.
Purchase your Nintendo Switch now, and
yep.
It comes out. I believe it's not September. December.
December 7th. It's going to be released for that. Number 8. Now we're at number 8. And I jumped the gun a little bit on that one last time.
Number 8, we got Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2.
If you're me, anybody who knows me personally knows I am a huge fan of zombies and all zombie-like things. And Dying Light looks absolutely incredible. The first Dying Light was incredible, just for the simple fact, like I love how when the night goes down, it almost becomes a completely different game, like at night compared to daytime, because of the type of enemies that you fight and everything like that.
Everybody gets stronger.
Dying Light 2 is just taking that and then taking it up like another level. The graphics look better. The gameplay is better. There's different enemies. There's new, like the factions in the game are different. They told us, like, Dying Light, it just overall looks incredible, and it's good. It sounds like the gameplay is going to be like 10 times better than Dying Light 1, and Dying Light 1 was one of the best zombie games there ever was, so I can't wait to play it.
I was pretty iffy on Dying Light. I'll play it. I'll play 2. I hope it's better than the first one. I don't know. I feel like the gameplay itself wasn't bad for me. It's just I couldn't get into the story. It's kind of boring, but that's another video for another time. But yeah, that's all I got on Dying Light. When's the release date on that one? I think it's one of the ones that's coming out in January. I will say this about Dying Light 2. They definitely had the graphics upgrade. It looked good. Everything looked pretty good. It's almost like you said, it was a different game almost. Just looking at it initially, I didn't realize it was Dying Light until they started parkouring over zombies. I'm like, oh, that's what this is.
That was the one thing. Yeah. Like anybody who's a fan of Mirror's Edge,
absolutely.
Or like it's like Mirror's Edge except zombies are chasing you. It's pretty much what you get out of Dying Light 2.
Number 7, Fallout. Now Bethesda had a pretty okay press conference. But they did announce a couple big titles, a couple things that we are excited about. One of those things, Fallout 76. Fallout 76 was originally debuted in the Microsoft press conference. They needed something to help them out there. But again, we're not going to bag on Microsoft. It's a spoiler alert, none of their games made the list. But Fallout 76 did. So it looks great. They added a lot of new elements to it with the addition of the online as well as the entire multiplayer facet of the game. Now, I'm not a huge Fallout fan. I've played the game, but this guy as well as Cheese, they're way bigger into Fallout than I am. So
Fallout. Okay, so first of all, they already said that this Fallout 76 is 4 times bigger than the original Fallout 4, which was incredibly huge map, like an immersive map. I'll be honest with you, Fallout 4 wasn't a game that I got the platinum trophy on, so I didn't even visit all the areas and do all the missions. And Fallout 4 is 4 times bigger than that. Add in the fact that we found out that Fallout 4 is going to be basically an MMO at this point. You can play with all your friends. You can play. Not only can you play with your friends, but you're not going to lose any of your own personal story progress when it comes to Fallout 4. When it comes to Fallout 76, like it is based on the fact that it is the first vault that people actually come out of, so you're going to get all of that story and everything like that. Like I can't wait to play it. To be honest with you guys, like it just the game looks better. It sounds better. The story sounds incredible. And they added the fact that you can nuke your friends or nuke your enemies or whoever it is.
Everybody,
like just nuke people. That's what we want to do. So, well, maybe it's not, but we're gonna do it anyway because we can do it.
It's gonna be mass wars fought for these nukes. So, look forward to that.
You guys don't mess with me when I'm trying to get a nuke.
Yeah. So on November 14th, 2018, expect Fallout 76 and all of the nuclear fallout that comes with that. Pun intended. All right. So, moving on to numero 6.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding looks incredible. First of all, like just off of how the game looks, I feel like Death Stranding could have really been higher on the list, and there are actually maybe some games that are higher that Death Stranding looks better than. The story, totally like it's something that we haven't really seen before. The images that you see in it, some of them are just downright disgusting. Like honestly, like the whole dude birthing the baby. I don't know about that whole thing. But I don't know how does that work with the plumbing. But anyway, Death Stranding looks absolutely incredible. The story looks incredible. Hideo Kojima is a genius. And
Kojima we trust.
Yeah, I mean, there's some rumors about it and that it's like Metal Gear Zero. I don't know how that works because it can't be Metal Gear Zero. So he doesn't own the IP to that. So, but again, the game looks incredible. It looks innovative. It looks like the store, the gameplay and some of the things that you're gonna do. Yes, there's some sneaking elements that looks like he basically kind of took from his old Metal Gear game and everything like that. But at the same time, he puts his own different spin on it for this new game. And like even like what we saw with how he's locating some of the invisible enemies and stuff like that. The game looks absolutely incredible, and I really can't wait to play it.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty game. Most of the games that were announced from Sony were extremely pretty games. Actually, I'll go for most of the games announced at this E3 were very pretty games. You can tell that the studios were getting their groove with making the games. But this one is a cut above even all of those. So. It's definitely a beautiful game. The story, we don't have too much information on the story, but the information we do have is very compelling, and it's just something to definitely look forward to. Unfortunately, there's no release date for it yet, which, this thing was announced a couple of years ago.
That was my only major problem with it, is that you showed us a year ago, you showed us this game, and then you came back with it this year. Even if you didn't have necessarily a date for it, you should have had like, hey, it's summer 2018. We don't have any idea when this game is coming out, and I don't know why, because like it looks like you guys are about done with it. So
seems like they're gonna Kingdom Hearts us. So we'll see what that goes. It's going to be another Cyberpunk 2077 where they announce it, and then 10 years later they say it's going to come out when they feel like it.
Release the game,
please.
Release the game.
Number 5. Now we're getting down to the good stuff. Everybody's favorite web slinger,
Spider-Man.
The kid from Queens, absolutely. Spider-Man. Spider-Man is, come on, who can forget the first time we got to play as the web slinger, slinging through the streets of New York with 3D graphics. It wasn't that great to look at, but now, here we are.
Who doesn't like Spider-Man? Like, if you don't like Spider-Man and you don't like web slinging through open world New York City, you simply don't like fun. Like, honestly, I don't know what's wrong with you.
You're not the type of person I want you to be around.
Looks incredible. It plays incredible. If you know anything about Spider-Man, or if you've even happened to open a comic book or watch a Spider-Man movie, you know Spider-Man has so many different types of enemies that he fights and so many different ways that he has to win these fights. It just looks absolutely incredible. Add in the fact that we just found out some news today, as of June 17th, I believe it is that they will, or the 18th, excuse me, is that they have confirmed that there are multiple Avengers that will appear in this game, and there will be some Avengers. And we kind of figured that because in the trailer, we saw Spidey was getting
the entire Sinister Six got broken out of prison. Had some Arkham Asylum vibes to it, but as we all know, the Rogues Gallery for Spider-Man is a very unique bunch. So we can't wait to go up against those. We're actually seeing some gameplay where he was fighting Shocker in a bank. So that was actually pretty nice to look at. Starts out, you swinging through the city, you get to the bank, then you have the encounter there. So can't wait to see him going up against the rest of the Sinister Six, as well as this new enemy that was introduced. Never seen him before, don't know anything about him, don't even know his name, but he's there.
And I bet you Iron Man's going to be in it. I bet you Iron Man, and then probably...
most likely.
Maybe the Hulk. I think the Hulk would be too much. So I would say Iron Man, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see Iron Man being in it most definitely, especially with the MCU the way it is right now. Now, as far as the Hulk, it's up in the air. I could see the kid from Brooklyn making an appearance as well. The Captain America, obviously.
Yeah.
Another New York native. So
they told us multiple Avengers are going to be in this one. The Avengers world is merged into this one. I can't wait to see just something else that you can't wait to see from this game. In addition to like all the enemies that are going to be in it, you can't wait to see all the Avengers that are going to be in it. I'm hyped.
I am definitely hyped, and that's also slated for early next year release. So we're going to be getting to Web Sling really soon. Now, going down to number 4.
Number 4, Kingdom Hearts. Finally, Kingdom Hearts has a release date. We've been waiting on Kingdom Hearts release date for what, about 10, 11 years now?
Man, I don't remember. I started playing handheld games just so I could get Kingdom Hearts fixed. I'm like, y'all got any more of that Kingdom Hearts? Y'all got any more of them off-world Disney characters? I just need one. Just give me one. But yeah, like Kingdom Hearts is definitely one that I played multiple times. I had the original on the PlayStation 2. I didn't have a memory card. I just beat the game multiple times, no memory card, because that's how much I enjoyed it. I used to leave my PlayStation on, go to school, come back, finish the game, and then do it again the next week. That's how much I enjoyed Kingdom Hearts.
That's hardcore.
That is hardcore. Now, when a few years later 2 came out, I got everybody else I knew involved in the Kingdom Hearts fandom. Well, not everybody else I knew, but a bunch of people. And then nothing for, it's a decade at this point. So
it's been a while.
It's been quite some time. So every time they announce Kingdom Hearts news over this last 10 years, it's been, look at this pretty thing we have. And now it's actually got a release date. I'm happy. Everyone else is happy. Kingdom Hearts for the win. It's early 2018, January to be.
We found out a few things E3 about it. We found out that it will be a cross-platform game. It's not a PS Sony exclusive anymore. We saw that they're going to implement some of the new Disney universes in there. Definitely looks like we're going to see. We know we're going to see Frozen in there,
of course.
Well, Pirates has been in previous games, but it's going to be in this game as well. And how much better Pirates looks in this game, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like the face scans and everything like that, just the glow up is absolutely incredible. And like I can't wait to see what other Disney universes. You know that they probably didn't just blow their whole load and tell us every single thing that's going to be in there.
Of course not.
I don't think Star Wars is going to be in there, but Star Wars is in the Disney universe, and let's not forget that the Marvel universe is now in the Disney umbrella too. So we'll see what happens. But Kingdom Hearts is finally coming, and
so
we'll see. And we had a release date. It is coming out very soon.
Debatable. Not soon enough for this time it took. But yeah, going on to our next game, number 3.
Number 3, they started off this Sony press conference with The Last of Us, which looks absolutely incredible. Anybody at this point who's watching this video is like, how could Last of Us not be #1? You may have a point. The game looks absolutely incredible. As far as just the detail they took in the game, there's what can you say about this game like that? Like, what can you say negative about this game? Is there about this game? Like, first, of course, the combat is incredible. The stealth element is incredible. There's this one scene that they showed us where she's one of the characters is hiding under the car, and normally with this you would see like, okay, this is like a cinematic element, but you're hiding under the car in gameplay, and then the person comes and looks under the car. You're able to then, I guess, shoot that person in the face, hop out. Then another person comes and tries to look under the car, and then you get into a whole fight scene with that other person who comes and looks under the car. Of course, the cinematics are incredible. The story looks incredible. It's a progressive storyline. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. But it is definitely a progressive storyline with one of the love of the two of the characters in the game.
Ellie is a lesbian.
I was just going to say progressive.
It is what it is. She's a lesbian. Lesbians exist, people. Grow up. It's 2018. What?
There are lesbians?
Say what? Nah. But the only thing I have that is noticeably absent from this game is Joel. Now, obviously, if you played the last game, Joel took a beating. And then by the time it ended, he was not the same character he was when he started out. Now, I don't know, maybe something went wrong with Ellie and Joel because we both know like the way that ended up. But he was definitely not visible in any of the promotion I've seen thus far for Last of Us 2. And can't wait to see where the story tells us narratively what happened between him and Ellie to make them split. And beautiful game coming out early 2019. Yet again, most of these games are coming out early 2019, or so they say, either January or February, with the exception of a few.
Yeah, that was my only complaint really about E3 is that it seems like a lot of the games that we're really excited to see are all coming out in January and February of 2018. There's a few things like one's coming out in September, but a lot of games in that 2-month period between January and February where you better, like, I guess that's tax season, so y'all have y'all money ready.
Exactly. But it is what it is. That's what they wanted to do with it, so whatever. I'm going to get a couple of them, and I'll just space them out throughout the year.
Number two, Anthem from EA. Now, I know most people who've seen the EA press conference had to be thinking, well, we know that NBA Live is going to be #1 and #2 on the list. And we had to somehow leave NBA Live off the list. Anthem looks incredible. Anthem. I mean, Anthem looks like it's going to be everything that we wanted Destiny to be. Like anybody, again, if you see me in earlier videos, you know I love Destiny. I'm a hardcore Destiny fan, and I really was disappointed that I had to leave the Destiny community because I just couldn't take it anymore. But Anthem, first of all, the suits that you're in, all the different things that you can do in the suits, all the special power it gives you. Mm-hmm. It looks like the story is a little bit more in depth. It looks like the open world gameplay. Not only are you going to get an open world, but you're going to get a changing open world, which is good for if it's a game that you want people to come back to because the world doesn't get stale and everything like that. So yeah, Anthem looks incredible. Like and of course it's an MMO online gameplay. You can play with all your friends and everything like that. Anthem is a game that we will absolutely, me and Cheese will all be playing online and streaming. BPTV streams and on Twitch. BingePlayTV.
BPTV streams for the win.
Shameless self-promotion.
I mean, is it really self-promotion if it's on our own channel?
Yes. Okay.
So now that we got that cleared up, we definitely can't wait to play Anthem. Anthem, another beautiful looking game. Just the way that the world is ever changing. Like you said, the suits, the exosuits that you use that are driving force behind the game. There's no limitation; you can use them all. So that's another upgrade over Destiny. Like once you picked a character in Destiny, that was pretty much it, unless you made another character. Here you can actually collect suits. So that is a plus. I've seen a couple that I actually want to give a shot. Now, as far as what we know of the story, there's been very little there. They have given us some hints, like there were some gods who left tools of creation behind, and that's what's causing the turmoil on whatever fictitious planet this is. I don't know if it's a future. It's like a fictitious version of Earth, or is it another planet?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's one of
I would
the
assume
questions.
Earth, but we don't know.
It's one of the questions we have. So, yeah. So we got a little bit of information. We got a little bit of information about the enemies and about how they're created, or the fact that they have insect-like tendencies there with the whole hive. I don't know, maybe it's a hive mind, but they do have queens. They are laid in eggs, and they are sentient, because you see that when they go in and murder a whole group of them. I think they were like having a cookout or something. I don't know. But yeah, Anthem release date. Finally, another one that took forever to give release date, February 22nd, 2019. So get ready, because it's coming.
Yeah, just one last thing. Plus about Anthem is that they announced that there will not be loot boxes, which is a good thing, and that you will not, like, what's it called, pay to perform or whatever it is.
Yeah, pay to play. You don't pay to play, no pay to win. It's all, anything you pay for is just cosmetic. It's all for the aesthetic. So you can customize your own look, but it will not give you any tactical advantage whatsoever.
Bingo. I love it.
That's probably why it got so high up on the list, to be honest. Once they cleared that up, my excitement level went way sky high. Now, before we do get into number one, there were a lot of great games that came out this year. Like I said, all of our lists weren't exactly the same. We had a couple that just didn't make the cut, unfortunately. So we're going to cut to some honorable mentions before we get to number one.
And at number 1.
You guys you probably could guess. Go ahead, guess. Did you guess? You was probably wrong.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of
Tsushima. Like, I don't know. Like, I was going into E3, and I was not like. This is not what I was expecting. I was looking for Anthem, and I was looking for the new Madden, and I was looking for like the new Halo and stuff like that. Ghost of Tsushima totally stole the show for me in presentation, in gameplay, in any way that you could actually like perform at E3. Ghost of Tsushima killed it.
Ghost of Tsushima definitely killed it. It's a game that they definitely announced last year. They didn't give us too much information about it. They just showed it to us. And we knew that it was going to be a samurai invasion based around the Mongol invasion of Tsushima, which is an actual historical event, but we didn't get much else. So coming into this year, because of the way games have been coming out over the last few years, where they'll give you information up front and then you don't hear anything else about it for another 5 or 6 years, I figured that's where we were going to be at with Ghost of Tsushima. Boy, was I wrong. They came out in force with this one. It looks great. Like they said, they went from, instead of having like the stylized combat, they actually had actual kendo masters come in and teach them about how strikes should be properly performed, spacing, and all of that. And that's just basic stuff that goes into the combat system. The look of it, just the every detail that went into the making of this game, and it's an open world, which is amazing. Everything is explorable, they said. So
saying that Ghost of Tsushima looks great like doesn't do enough justice. The game is frankly maybe the best looking game I have ever seen in my entire life. They started off with showing us just the open world gameplay. You know, he's riding down on his horse down the countryside or whatever, and riding to meet to accomplish his mission. And then he gets off his horse, and then you see him. He does like this little stealth mission where he like goes into this house, and then he like kills a few people in the house, and that's where you saw what exactly just the realism of the kendo, and you saw that this is not a hack and slash game. Where this is not Dynasty Warriors, this is not like, and this is not to say anything bad about these games, but it's not God of War where you need to slash and slash and slash and you have these power moves. This is about precision. Mm-hmm. This is about real like samurai shit, so to speak.
Shit is going down.
Like, and you like about timing and about like I said, about timing and precision and the detail that they put into the gameplay. Magnifique. Mm-hmm. And then you see the story, which is all just in the trailer. You almost had this gas moment where this woman that he was fighting with the entire time suddenly has to turn on him because she wants to kill the dude that his mission was to go save. And he turns, and you see one of the most beautiful scenes that I've ever seen, and not even just a game, in a movie, of where the sun is setting and they're fighting under the autumn leaves of the tree. And there's a fire burning in the background, and again you just see the precision of this two out of samurai masters going up against each other, and like how the timing and everything like that in that situation, and it just looks absolutely incredible, and I really can't wait to play this game. And honestly, if I could only play one game from this E3, it would be Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes, Ghost of Tsushima is aesthetically pleasing, to say the least, and I cannot, like you said, we can gush about this game all day. In fact, we're going to gush about this game a lot more because we're going to do another video specifically about Ghost of Tsushima, and we're going to go in great detail into that as well. So that was our top 10. Tell us what you guys thought. Would you guys agree with, disagree with any games you would have added in? Where would you move the list around? Did you agree with our top 5? What's yours? So let us know in the comments down below, and give us any feedback you would like on this list or anything else we talk about.
Yeah, please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, BingePlayTV. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, BingePlayTV. Don't forget to check us out. We'll be live streaming more games on BPTV Streams, our other YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out Cheese live streaming on Twitch at BingePlayTV. Yeah, we got you covered in every single area. And again, we want to know exactly what you guys think. We want to know what you guys want to see. And if we missed any information, definitely feel free. There's been a few people who've been definitely have been correcting us and filling in information that we didn't give out, and we love it. Like, we love to hear from everybody.
We love to hear from you. We like to know what you guys want. That's at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. We're giving you guys what you guys want. So just tell us what that is, and we got you. So with that being said, we're just gonna wrap up this video. Have a wonderful night, day, whatever time it is you're watching this. We're Binge Play TV. I'm Ant. That's the Night's Hero. Have a good one, everybody.